Some others don't like me, they try to bad man me when Kano comes around. All I say is man's right, then they lose the line like when Kano comes to town. Some try to screw me or even do me, but it don't work cause the crowd don't boo me. You ain't a true G, I'm too deep, how could Kano stay underground? I ain't like most that roll around. Hot shit off, I hold it down. We're still gully, the only pop you hear from us is pop, 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 then we're out. Act out, then get popped in the mouth. What? Cause you're just playing a gangster. You ain't never let I take answer. You ain't never go close to your mouth. You ain't got love in the south. And I'm an east boy, you're a chief boy. Fuck shit when you start the beef boy. Girls love me, but I ain't a sweet boy. So boy, don't think you can move to me and think I'll be a sleep boy. Cause I'm on my P's and Q's. That's how I make more P's and U's. Slip, P's and 2. Slip it. There ain't no reason to slip in. If there ain't a blitz between the clip, that's slipping. In the whip. Out the man of the chicks, that's slipping! That's slipping!
He's amazing.
Out the manor, because I have no whip. And Kano was in the back of my mind, like, no whip out the manor.
Bruv, and man would have told me about some Macbeth and some North London, bruv. East London got this, true.
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite place on the internet, guys. This is Timeline to my left, always bringing the banter. We have Pudi to my far left, rapper, author, spoken word artist, Nego True. And of course, the spiciest thing on the internet, it's Koi. Sorry, guys. And the spiciest thing on the internet, it's Koi. Hey, guys. Huh? Oh, fuck off, guys. There we go.
Consistency.
Yeah, family swear.
I just want to get this out of the way.
You always get something out of the way at the start.
I love getting things out of the way. To all of our viewers and watchers at home, please don't let this convince you that commenting on every episode is going to get you on the show. It is not. Okay? Like, that's not how
it probably will. Probably will.
This guy just got lucky. Literally.
This guy.
It will not work for anyone. Because that's how
it will.
Everyone else is going to start commenting first in hopes that...
Listen, it will get you on the show. Don't worry. Keep commenting. It will get you on the show.
True.
Are you going to say hi to the people then? Or are you just going to keep eating your wings?
Tell them who you are. They
Hello,
probably
everyone.
know, to be fair.
I'm Nego. What do you want me to say? What's the question?
What's the question? Who are you? Introduce yourself.
I'm Nego, a poet, author, I think a writer in every sense of the way, rapper, producer on my own show. I just enjoy life and eat wings and drink water, bro.
What show is that?
What show? True Talks. True Talks, the waviest.
Come on, plug
the
the
spiciest show on the internet.
Go on, tell them.
Don't give him that.
No, so no one's gonna believe that shit. I'm joking.
Nah, True Talks is wavy. Like, to say it in short, basically, we get the perspectives. So two different sides that have two different perspectives. We have an episode with one perspective, another episode with the other side of their perspective. Then we come together. They watch each other's. Then we try to come together to find common ground. So yeah, man, it's like a smarter version of Timeline.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
So
we just edit that entire bit out.
Whole self-promo.
You don't
Hey,
make
put
these
that book
decisions.
down. Put that book down.
You lot don't make the
Put that book
decisions.
down.
It's DJ Matthew's show. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm joking. These lot are my guys. Before I see the comments.
He just WhatsApped me. He said, put the book down. Like, we're cutting this whole section out. So, one of the biggest things that are happening is the fact that Stormzy is fighting to get to number one on the charts against Talor Swift.
Word.
Taylor, do you know how big she is? She has 118 million followers.
Yeah,
Stormzy has 2 million.
I love me some Taylor
and she's
Swift.
fighting him.
I love me some Taylor Swift. Do you know what, yeah? Because we're shooting this before the results come out, so we don't even know if...
No, but we know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
Stormzy is definitely going to get number one.
I'm hopeful.
Stormzy will definitely get number one. Yo, this is, first of all, the fact that they're even fighting for number... This is Taylor's comeback tune. Like, she should have clearly got there. Yeah, if she can't blame her, nah. And there's something about wanting to see a moment happen. Everyone rallies behind it. I think he'll get it.
I agree.
I would say, I would have said maybe yesterday, I would have been like, you know what, yeah, I think Stormzy's going to do it. But I can't lie, Taylor Swift, had a whole performance. Like, I think it was the Billboard Music Awards yesterday night.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, where she
I missed that bit.
Where she did her fake Beyonce Wanna Be Homecoming thing. But, like, she did that, and it was at one of the biggest award shows.
Yeah, that stuff usually does push the numbers.
That's going to push her numbers. So I feel like, because of that, it's going to come in clutch. And she's gonna take it back still.
I'm hopeful Storm still gets it.
I want him to. Don't get twisted.
I think it's always interesting in these races. Like, what do you put it down to? Do you put his positioning down to his greatness, or do you say that Taylor like missed a step? Because I think you can't argue that either put less. Like, I think if he does get it, and God willing he gets it, it's a bigger statement.
Yeah,
based on. Firstly, the fact that it's Taylor. Secondly, the fact that, as you said, it's her comeback single. And thirdly, the fact that she performed at the Billboard Awards yesterday. Yeah. So if he gets it, I think it's a massive statement about the power that he has.
And you know, he dropped Vossi as a surprise. There was no like, oh, this is coming out. He just kind of just dropped it with a video. So the fact that
it's a massive statement. I think it's a massive.
Still an achievement, 100%.
Yeah, it's a massive showing of like how far, I guess, the scene that we've grown to love and enjoy is
100%. A few artists have come out saying they're going to release projects in the next month. So we have Skepta.
Sure.
What's the name of the album? Ignorance is bliss.
Do you know what's interesting about that one? I didn't know you could do that. Where like, you know how when you go on a song on Spotify, it like plays like a video while you're watching it now.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? I didn't know they could do that. Yeah, I didn't know they could do that on an old song. Like I went back to listen to Skepta Ace Flow this week.
Oh my
goodness. Yeah, and then it had like, and it had the new. I didn't know you could do that.
Smart.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I only realised that today, actually.
I thought I'd unlocked a surprise album. Literally, I was like, oh shit.
Disappointment.
Is the album hidden?
Which album was Ace Flow on?
Blacklisted.
Blacklisted was amazing.
Is that what it's called? Blacklisted.
That's the one with the. It was just tracklist. It wasn't. Track name.
Yeah. So obviously when I clicked on it and it came up with the new thing, I was like, wow, what did you switch it up for us?
That to me is my favourite Skepta project of all time.
Really?
Wow. Too many man coming.
Do you know what
Some people like greatest hits.
You know he's on like a I feel like he's on a bit of a Drake wave. But let me just explain. So 2017, Konnichiwa. Yeah. What was that? 2016. After that, he did the Vicious EP.
That was 16, I think.
Yeah, it was 16. Then he did Vicious EP. That was 2017. 2019, another album. That's a lot, no?
What do you mean by Drake wave?
Yeah, well,
that's because Drake. I feel like Drake comes out with albums very regularly, and I feel like he's been like the last couple of years. In 4 years, he's dropped three projects. I think that's
a Drake thing. I just think it's like
I understand what you're saying.
I think that's quite common. That's not common?
I think we understand what you meant. I think we just didn't understand the comparison.
I feel like we live in an era where you have to drop new shit all the time. There's tapes like D Block Europe, for example. They dropped their Home Alone tape in what was that, January? February?
Something like that.
It feels old to me. Like it does that should still feel like a new tape. It doesn't anymore. It feels like
sad or progressive.
That's sad. That's sad. I can't I move on.
How do you mean? Don't you
we
still
move
listen
on
to
very,
it?
very quick. No, I still this. Of course,
we
move on so quickly. So
that
we
need to continuously be fed something new.
I think the way I can relate to that is like I was listening to a song the other day and I'm thinking this is a classic. I checked the date and it was like last summer or something. And I was this must have processed really fast in my head. And maybe that's part of how easily accessible music is. Like
that's what it is.
You can. Like, I understand we're all trying to fight to make music that lasts forever, but you can listen to a song so much. Like, whereas when we were younger, when you heard a song, it wasn't really your choice. Unless it was like CD and, you came home or a CD-ROM, whatever, but it wasn't like you're in class and you're bored and you're like, let me just wheel up this song 100 times. It was like, there had to be certain circumstances for the song to be played a certain amount of time. So maybe there is a sort of music gets old faster, and sometimes depending on how good the song is.
But I don't enjoy it less. I don't know. I don't have a problem with there being more music. I feel like this is something that a lot of people complain about. More music. Like, what's the problem? Enjoy it.
I'll give you two examples. One, when I was little, when there was no like CDs and all that sort of stuff. Wow, so it's like CDs existed, but when I was broken, I couldn't get no CDs. Like they used to, like people in school, they would burn it onto a cassette. And then shot it for like 50p. So that's how I got Get Rich or Die Trying. That's how I got Get Rich or Die Trying.
I don't remember that.
This is
primary
school.
You make yourself sound older than
primary school. This was primary school, bro.
For Get Rich or Die Trying.
And they were shotting it.
Primary school, in school.
I had that on CD.
I had that on cassette. Used to play that.
I don't think
shit,
that's anything to do
rewind
with
it.
time. I just
But
feel
listen,
like
but
your finances were different,
but my point is,
You in
my point
Bronx.
is, in that period of time, there wasn't no let me scroll through and choose all my tunes. No.
Yeah.
It's I'm going home to listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm listening to the radio. Yeah. Fast forward a few years now, I get a phone. Yeah. Cool. When you had a
more
phone,
accessible.
no.
But he doesn't say stuff
when
in a
we was-
sentence.
No. When
But
we
he's
was-
saying what I just said.
No,
Yeah, but he likes to say it in a
When we
really
was-
long way.
No, but what I was gonna say is when we was in school and we had phones,
Like the end game.
and you'd like send tunes to each other, you could only store like 10 songs on your phone.
I agree.
You like literally it was a 10-song thing, and
What if
then
you
you
had
had
the Sony
to.
Ericsson Walkman?
Yeah, I stole one of those. I shouldn't even say that actually. No.
All right,
Like,
guys, on to the next episode.
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
Did you
topic.
just
We're keeping
reword
that in.
my entire point?
Yeah, he
and just
did.
try and
That's
do it?
his flex.
I didn't reword. I didn't reword. I agreed.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So also
That's
there's
what I
J
agree.
Spades. J Spades is releasing his album that I call P3.
Triple MP4. Everyone is
four.
acting like they're not excited about Triple MP4. I'm excited. J Spades, if nobody in this world is excited about
Why
Triple
does
MP4,
Puddy like to own?
I'm
Like, he
excited.
likes to create moment. Like, brother,
Because-
you haven't spoken to everyone on the planet to see they're not excited about it. So
because every time I mention it, everyone's not
who you,
excited.
who you talking to?
The group chat wasn't excited. Nego wasn't excited. You weren't excited.
What the
Seven
hell
people.
Sort of throw under the bus? was
Listen,
that?
no, listen,
No,
listen,
'cause
listen, this is him.
try to
This
act
is
like man
Puddy.
made it up.
This is Puddy.
Like,
Right.
I'm excited.
Puddy spoke to 7 people, and I
Yes.
don't know. All right, so Puddy
Niggas
spoke
will
to
know
7
where I
people.
come from.
All right,
East
cool.
side of that London.
And then MoStack.
I'll be transparent.
Thank
about
you,
that.
talk.
Triple M,
Thank
Triple
you.
M.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
don't try
say
to
I
act.
wouldn't necessarily say I'm not excited. Well, I'll say I'm not excited, but not necessarily. But that doesn't translate to I don't think it will be good or not. I just have no thoughts on it because I haven't heard a body of work from him in how long? Like 4 years or so.
That's why I'm excited.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So with me, it's not
2015.
necessarily like I think
Yeah.
the music will be good or bad. I don't know what it's gonna. So
That's
don't,
exciting
I have
for
no
me.
concern.
That's
until
exciting.
it- Until I hear at least a preview of like how it's gonna sound.
So J Spades, we are excited, or we are just waiting. And then we have MoStack as well, who's bringing out Stacker.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
And I saw a lot of comments about the actual visuals and stuff. But are we going to talk about
What,
that
the
later?
cover or
Yeah,
the video?
people,
or the
I saw
music
people
video?
criticizing the name of the album. I saw people criticizing the visual, like the actual look of the album as well, like the visuals on it. Like, yo,
Remind me of the title.
Stacker. So people are suggesting it should be called Double Stack.
Which is
That would have
stupid.
been a stronger name.
I think when you're talking about someone like MoStack, when people try and like implement a level of intricacy, like I think his lyricism is very intricate, even though people don't really realize it because it's very humorous, or people like dismiss it. But I think those sort of, I don't want to say gimmicky because I don't want to insult the music or the art, but I think that is what makes him him. So when people are like trying to give their, I think that's what social
Like a
media does
deeper
though.
thing.
People give their own. Go on.
On take.
MoStack once said, "How can I put fam before friends when I see my friends more than my dad?" No, wait, what? Are you mad?
No, but
Don't
that's what I
ever
said,
say.
he's intricate.
Don't. Okay, cool. Because the
I
way
literally
you
just
said
said
that.
that.
He just
No,
said-
the way you said it.
I said he's intricate, but
Yeah.
sometimes people
No,
dismiss
I
that
heard
because he's
gimmicky.
humorous.
Like, okay, cool, but can we just accept that MoStack?
Yo,
'cause-
Puddy's easily triggered.
No, but I'm not, no, wait.
It's like no, because like
I said there's
I
certain
feel
elements
like-
of
the
him
rapper's
that,
friend.
that he, of course, he uses
I
gimmicks.
love MoStack.
Yeah,
wait,
the
but
rapper's
what
friend.
were my exact words? I even said I don't want to say gimmicky because I don't want to take away from what he does. But there are certain things that he does that on purpose for
Like what?
like certain lines that are like great one-liners, like in Fashion Week when he said,
That's
"I
the
only
one
trust
song-
girls." with
That's the
days
one
that don't
song
end
of
with a what."
MoStack that I don't like.
No, I like
like
it,
that
but what
song.
I'm saying is those things I love about him. Like if I'm honest, like I.
Where he plays into like
Yeah, like when he makes
the
the
vibe.
little one-liner joke things that you can sort of run with.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
he like remember when he had the Insta thing where he was like, I'm not taking any pictures stand on the floor, and all of his pictures were like he's standing on a chair or a table. Those things are like what makes him enjoyable. It's his character.
Alright.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like with this MoStack album,
What?
I was worried. I can't lie to you, I was worried.
Why?
I was worried.
Can I just say I never was. Like you guys were like, I'm not sure if I'm excited about his new project. I said I never was worried.
I was worried because I didn't like Teach You Gangster and I didn't like
Fair.
Fashion Week. But the new tune that he's dropped,
Wow.
that takes me back to the old MoStack days. I was like, yes, this is the MoStack that I came from. This reminds me of Stop Lying MoStack. Oh my days. Are you mad?
Oh my days.
Do you remember how sick MoStack was? That's what this tune reminds
That
me
was
of.
cold. That was cold.
MoStack, please, if you do a headline show, please do the old tunes as well.
Guys, what ends is MoStack from?
North.
North, Horsey.
North. So Chipmunk, he's part of Chipmunk's clan of who he thinks is the strongest. MCs out here.
Are we gonna get?
We're
to this,
jumping in. This is what I've come to learn from you guys today. I want to learn. Teach me, because all I saw. I'm gonna give you Koi's recap. Yeah. All I saw.
That should be a part of the show.
All I saw, is after seeing all the different artists, I feel like there's close competition between North and South. That's what I see. But then there was a new element. There were a lot of people saying, but they're daddies in the game. I've never seen guys mention stuff like that. Oh, these guys are daddies. And that changed it, because then East seemed to be a really strong contender when you thought about the daddies in the game.
But even with current.
Wait. Listen. Because what ends are you both from? East. Okay, and you?
I'm from a
East.
neutral area.
So bias. So you see bias already. Anyway, Koi's recap. So that's what I saw. So I saw North and South for me, in terms of recognizable artists that, just for like new fans to the genre, or just people that just enjoy it on a casual thing. North and South were strong contenders. But then when they started talking about daddies in the game, I saw East kind of. But West, can you tell me, like, what's West saying?
AJ Tracy and Bashi. Oh,
no, Fredo.
AJ Tracy, Bashi, Fredo, Ratlin. Who else is from West?
I'm struggling.
That's what everybody on Twitter was saying.
You can't put Northwest into West.
No, Northwest is a different team.
I don't know if the TEs.
I don't think that's not what I saw on Twitter. In Koi's recaps, there was no special team for Northwest.
Yeah, so okay,
break it down for me, guys.
So these are the teams, okay? So obviously Chip was saying that North has the best. Did
you say OG Chip?
No, I just said Chip.
I thought you said OG Chip. No. I was like, oh.
Chip, he deserves that title.
He does deserve that title.
Chip was saying that North has the best spitters, okay?
Yeah.
And he said on grime and hip hop. So he said on a cypher thing. So you've got grime beats and hip hop beats, yeah? And he's saying like if you put them on a cypher, so just get in the room and spit bars. Not a let's go studio and make tracks, just get in the room and spit bars. Who's shelling it down? Yeah. And he's saying he'd shell it down. Vet shells it down. Avelino shells it down. Who else was he saying from North? He said
all of them.
Skepta,
I think it's
Scorcher.
Yeah, he said Skepta.
Octavian?
I found that to be a shaky shout
Skepta.
Personally.
On a set.
He can shut down stage shows. He can shut down stage shows. Yeah. But okay, cool. If I had a cypher personally, and I was choosing a team, I'm sorry, I'm choosing East.
Okay. So who would be on your lineup?
Well,
everyone.
You got Kano and Gets back to back.
You're done.
Okay. Kano and Gets
J House as well.
Kano and Gets back to back finishes everybody.
It's done.
Steph London.
Done. What?
This happened every time I mention Steph. Yeah. What do you mean, brother? It was. I saw her name being flung about. No, but every time I saw her name Koi's recap. I saw her name being flung about, and every time there was no energy for her.
Yeah, because she's not.
I think it's less about her and more about adaptability. There are certain artists that are amazing musicians.
So give me your 5 on your East team.
On your East team?
Yeah, separately.
What if it was a set?
It's too hard for me to say, oh, this would be my 5 to go up.
Okay.
For all of it.
Okay.
But if I was saying grime, I would put up Kano. Ghetto.
Ooh, Kano.
Yeah, Kano, Ghetto, not Gets, Ghetto.
With the teeth.
With the teeth. Ghetto, yeah.
Yeah.
Wiley.
Yeah.
Devlin.
Yeah.
DEE. That's my 5.
It's done. It's actually done.
So
it's unlimited
you guys.
It's done.
Wait. Can I just ask, guys? Can you not put in the comments who would make your team, please? Because I think that's really important. Because I'm not going to do anyone a disservice here. I'm trying to represent different ends.
If you're talking just
grime, what about rap? What was the other thing on a rap beat?
Rap.
Okay.
Huss.
Yes.
See, I want to say obviously
by himself, just Huss.
No, the issue is obviously
might as well for real.
The issue is when it comes to rap, and this is the thing, because Conan was saying he would love to see a Red Bull culture clash, Northwest, East West, Southwest, West. The issue is all the areas are so fragmented. Within
as in like you can't have certain people on stage with other people
at all.
What do you mean in terms of a beef thing?
So for example, if you argue about Huss and funds.
Yeah, but let's say there was a peace treaty signed beforehand, and then
I don't think I'd have.
Just Newham, you lot just need to go.
It's not just Newham. It's not just Newham. You can't put RV and Tion Wayne on the same stage.
Really?
But RV wouldn't make it into that. And to be honest,
you can't put, let's say RV and Heady 1 and Tion Wayne. You can't put them on the same stage.
I'm learning so much.
In rap right now, they're 2 of the biggest from North. What are you talking about?
Not Heady. No, not RV, Heady.
Yeah, RV and Heady 1. they're a collective.
But then your point was that it's just a new thing.
You said it's just a new thing. I'm giving you examples. You can't put, if we put in West and Northwest, you can't pass a certain line. You can't even put people from that side on the same stage. Hackney, you can't put Fields rappers. You can't put Fields rappers and Homerton rappers on the same stage.
Yeah, no, he's wrong.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so guys, so that's your team for. What's your team for rap?
That's
And Nego, feel free to jump in as well. What's your team for
Huss.
rap? This is for East because that's what you guys are backing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huss. Would you put Funds on the team? Or Bane? Funds or Bane?
I'd rather Bane.
Okay, Huss.
Okay.
Bane. Would you chuck Baseman on there? On a cypher?
Baseman is the coldest. But here's the interesting thing. We're
He's
naming
what? Decoded?
the coldest.
Oh,
I think we're because like the 5 rap people we're naming very like melodic people, so it is a difficult argument. If you're talking like make a song, I can't lie. You put Baseman, you put Huss, we've got Notes depending on how you feel about him. We've got Bane.
True,
like all of these people.
Alright, cool. From East.
So I'm going to have to defend all the different areas. So
you're from South.
Yeah, I know. But I said that I feel like North and South were very close contenders.
I'd argue South have it on rap.
Yeah, and let me give you some backup for that. Okay, Dave. Whew, that's cold. Yeah, Dave is cold.
Yeah,
I just there was silence.
I was waiting for the rest of the
there was
list.
silence. I'm trying to come with the energy.
Oh no, Dave's cold.
Whew. Wait, guys. You're just gonna. What we're gonna do? You know how I was gassing you guys up when you were saying? I was like, yeah.
No. I thought Gigs is one of the goats.
Stormzy.
Yeah, 100%. I've seen Stormzy in the cypher. It's disgustingly mad.
Crep, 100%. Yeah.
Well, wait, is that Crept and Conan?
If Conan can visit, is he from? He's from South as
well. I think I might take Conan over Crept.
We've had this discussion before.
No, I wouldn't.
Why do we have to split them up?
You did.
No.
If this is this ain't about like what we've seen. This is about we need the team of the 5 strongest. But I think Crept is one of the coldest we
I want Crept and Conan together.
I want them together as well.
Pause.
Relax, brother.
That would be sick. Imagine the cypher, the camera is on Crept and Conan back to back, and then it goes to Kano and Gets, and then it goes to Avelino and Vetch. Are you?
Do you know? Okay, guys. So listen. Yeah. So years ago, I was watching TV. I think I was watching BET, and some American artist was talking about the UK scene. It might have actually been Ebro. I don't know, but they were saying something about how the one thing that the UK has for itself here is that they are ready to actually rap against each other, like battle. And this was more like around Channel 88 times, I don't know, but they were like, we're willing to do that. I don't really see that happen too much now, so I was really excited when Chipmunk came out with this, because maybe people might actually, do you guys think it would actually happen? Do you feel like because I think Chipmunk's trying to get out music a little bit.
I'll be honest, I don't like competition in fun.
I get what you're saying.
But
I get what you're saying, like organised fun. Play competition. But I feel like Venom, like Hatred, it does fuel the beef, the diss tracks, and make it more fun.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't want to see this happen?
I think it's not possible. The artists that I would really want to see rep every team can't be on
they don't have to be in the same room.
I think what you're saying is the ideal lineups aren't possible. So this is possible.
Yeah, it will turn into a friend thing. Do you get what I mean? Like,
they'll be friendly.
As in it will turn into, like, let's say one person is nominated from South, and he'll bring the South rappers that he's friends with. But let's say there's certain rappers in South that are cold, but he can't bring them because of whatever reason. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too techie. It's just like, because if we put drill as another sub-genre, like, imagine trying to put together a drill cypher, you can't even have everyone.
I think the reason why I think it can work, and the reason I think it can still be effective, is because Red Bull Culture Clash, there's no bad blood. There's no bad in most of those sort of clashes. There's no bad blood per se, but it does make for an entertaining show.
I think the clash can happen. I just don't think all of the people that I want will be there.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
Because you have to pick and choose.
I agree.
Unless you can organize it in a way that, let's say, rapper A comes on stage as rapper B leaves, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all different.
Yeah, they're not gonna allow that.
Which section, like, just picking one, which section of London has the best for the women? Because North has North has Lil Sims.
Miss Banks, Lioness.
North has Lil Sims.
North has Lil Sims.
Banks is where? South. Steph is where? East.
Yeah.
Is Steph from East?
Well, let me just double check, man.
Steph was from South.
I could be wrong.
No, it says East. It says East.
Well, from what we know, we've got Sims in North, Banks in South, Steph in East, obviously Lioness
and we're talking about this is on a cypher thing.
Let's say you have to throw one from each area.
I picked Birmingham, Lady Leisure.
Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking.
On a cypher, I think.
She comes with. I love when she gets all
she's spinning.
antsy.
She's spinning.
She's
spinning.
but guys, but
even forgive me.
But
for
Lil
asking.
Sims,
She's spinning.
Lil Sims, wait. Lil Sims though. Lil Sims. She can shut down. That's what I'm saying. It will just be different. But I just feel like Lady Lisha will give us a show.
Do you know a similar thing to Stat? I hate how like people try to take away from Leash because do you know it's not even because of gimmick. It's because they see her having fun.
Yeah.
And because they're like, well, she didn't break down the intricacy of Brexit in her last album. She mentioned they were like,
no, I think she's super cold.
Bruv, she's like as a spitter.
She's super cold.
She is cold.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, flow for flow, she's done in people's
I literally go to work to her music. I wouldn't go to work if it wasn't for her music.
Nah,
Facts.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Like, yeah, brother. Like my bills are. Nego,
yeah.
I would like you to head off this new segment. Okay. Yeah. We would love you to rant about something that's really on your heart right now.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I know what it is, but go true. I want you to start, and then we're gonna retweet or delete it.
But something that's not hot wings. What else is on my mind?
Be fearless.
There was a tweet from Chipmunk talking about when he was coming up doing grime and then sort of changed to rap and whatever. He got killed for it. But now this is what everyone's doing, and then everyone's getting praised for it. And it sort of ties into something that I think about a lot, and I think I've even seen you guys talk about it a lot. And it's when people always talk about artists, like they talk about artists changing, and this isn't the same artist we signed up for, or this person's just doing this for the money, whatever. And there are times when these things can be possible. However, I think a lot of people misconstrue how human artists are as much as the listeners. So, for example, as a listener, like when you ask people, a lot of people like, what do you listen to? Most people will say everything. As an artist, similar to being a listener, we have the same sort of experiences we're creating. The amount of times we're in the studio and it's like a pop beat will come on and we'll be like, yo, do you think we could put this sort of flow on that? And that's how, if I'm honest, that's how your favorite artists become as good as they are. Like you call it sparring. Like different people call it different things. Me and my friends, we call it sparring. So we'll put on like whether it be a grime instrumental or a flipping Talor Swift song, whatever, and we'll make songs we actually enjoy. Like we actually enjoy these songs that to other people like that's quirky, whatever. But if I'm honest, sometimes us staying as ourselves is more for the listener's sake rather than ours, because the amount of songs you make in the studio is unbelievable. And sometimes it's just like, look, they're gonna complain too much if we give them something different. I understand that because it's still customer. We're still giving something to the consumer. For example, when you start doing well, like, I'll be honest, like, even my content started changing when I started making more of an income. It's because, why? You fell in love with my music because I was talking about my experiences. This is now my experience. I'm not in a trap house in East London. I'm not struggling to buy my mum shopping. Like, these are things I'm doing now with ease. But like, I thought he was borrowing on Oopsie Daisy. When that came out, and he said the thing about, I want to put, what's that bow and arrow romance, Donnie, the baby? Cupid.
Oh my gosh.
He said,
your girlfriend is a lucky girl.
The baby would whap. But when he said, I want to put Cupid in a headlock, and all that, I thought he was going in, but like, because it was a pop instrumental, there was a singer in the chorus. And yeah, I can't lie, there is an element of marketing to it, I fully agree. However, and some people see it as like, he was just complaining. Let's be honest, bro, like, this guy, I remember it was the same period that like Justin Bieber was getting hit. I'm not comparing them in terms of stature, but in terms of, those are the only two people at that time, you could argue Chris Brown as well, who had to completely rebrand in order to be accepted again. So like, every single Chipmunk video that came out and Bieber video had, or less Bieber, and like Chipmunk videos were like 50% dislike, because everyone's like, he's not grime anymore. If he tried to do a grime song, they'd be like, well, you threw us away when you tried to go pop. It's like, no, bro, I just tried to enjoy myself, make money, secure a future for my family, that's it. So then when he did eventually come back, he's like, I had to rebrand it. Well, what I saw, I could be wrong, but my assumption was, it was like, all right, let me just remind you lot, so I'm just gonna kill everyone in my sight, just to show you lot, I never lost my talent. I just redirected it For part of it could be financial, but part of it could also be to enjoy.
I feel like you're totally allowed to change, but we're also entitled to not like it.
I agree.
And I personally do like when an artist change. However, if I know you for doing something at this caliber, then if you try something else new, I have a standard of what I expect from you, and you got to be that lit. And I think that was my one issue. I think the only time where I complained about an artist changing was AJ Tracy. I felt like
I don't think I saw that one.
I think it was, what was his song, Butterfly? There was a song that he brought and he was with notes, and I wasn't really feeling that, because what I like is when he's like barring in it. Yeah. So I wasn't really vibing with that, because you're a star when you're doing this. So when you're doing that, you're not a star. Now I don't even see that. And say it's a B, I see it as like a D, because I'm used to fucking with your music. So I think that's just my one example for it. But no, I'm with artists changing.
I think in Chip's case, it's just about being the first to do anything. I feel like everyone's the first to do something.
Yeah, the pioneer always gets it the worst, yeah.
Will always get it, but yeah.
Facts. Cool. Thanks for your rant.
Sure. Buy my book.
Thanks for coming, guys. Can we clap for I said for rants. Can we clap for Nego True? Thank you very much.
DJ Matthews built like a snacker jack, but let's go.
Oh yeah.